Hey guys, it's Julie. Post wedding, Keith's gone back. He went back last Saturday. First off, that's the, hang on, that's the ring he gave me. Is that pretty? So I'm wearing both rings on either hand. And, so, yeah, I really miss him, but, I'm very excited because now that we're married, hopefully that's the first major hurdle that we need to get over. And then Keith still has to keep working on the marriage visa. And then once that's ready, I'll be able to go over there. Um, but yeah, we spent, he was here for 2 weeks, but we ended up spending a little over a week together at the hotel he was staying at. And that was amazing. He we just basically had a lot of fun together. There were a lot of times like we'd go out. We went out shopping a couple of times, and we went on a road trip to Riverside, Iowa, which is Captain Kirk's future birthplace and stuff. And we got to see the funnest little museum that they have and everything. So that was really fun. That took a long while. I didn't realize that Riverside was as far away as it was. So it took us quite a while to get there and back. Um, but it was still a lot of fun. And then the fun part is that when we did go out and, do stuff for a while, then we would come back and just, a lot of times we just ended up watching TV um, on in the hotel and got to watch some shows. I got introduced to Samurai Jack, which is a show that I'd never seen before, but I really like. I'm going to try my best to keep up with it if I can figure out how to watch it. Because I mean, that it was a really cool show, and I got to see Rick and Morty, which I'd heard about, and again had never seen, which I also really liked. And yeah, so we just had a lot of fun. We just had a lot of fun hanging out together. We got to see the new Beauty and the Beast movie, which I thought was absolutely amazing. It was just like, whoa. I thought it was really cool that they added more backstory, not just to the prince slash the beast, but they added more backstory to Belle too. They talked about her mom, because in the animated they never really mentioned her mom. And so I thought that was interesting that they got a little bit more explanation as to why her mother wasn't around, why she was just with her dad, and that kind of thing. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And I just really enjoyed spending time together and, being able to hug each other and stuff like that. And the other really cool thing is friends of our family, more my moms than me, but I mean, they know me and everything. Um, the husband took the pictures at the wedding, and so we just got them today. He just sent over the untouched versions. So I got a chance to look through those, and I forwarded them to Keith. And yeah, they're really good. And because when you've got somebody taking pictures of you and you're in the middle of getting married, you're just kind of like ah, you know smile when they tell you to. And and stuff. But it was fun to see how, as we got more into the ceremony, and how I just kind of forgot that he was there. It was just like my smile, kind of looked a little bit more natural, a little bit more. Okay, I have to, a little less. Oh, I have to smile because somebody's pointing a camera at me, and more. I'm smiling because this is finally happening. So, as you guys can tell, I'm really super excited, and I'm back to work. Um, Work is good. It's work. Been talking to a lot of my coworkers about the wedding and about Keith and everything, and it's just been a lot of fun. So, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't really have a whole heck of a lot to talk about right now, other than the fact that yeah, we're in the process now. Oh, and now I'm in the process of going through all the cards that people sent to me, and the gifts and everything, and just kind of filling out thank you notes, thank you cards, getting those ready to go out. Because I figure, yeah, it'll be good. Cards are kind of, it's kind of fun to go back over these cards and to be like, oh my gosh, so many people. Because again, it was kind of one of those, wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention to everybody who was there. It's like I knew they were there during the ceremony, but it wasn't like I'm turning to look at them. I was mainly locking eyes with Keith and being like, well, mostly being like, ah, yes, we're doing this, but also a little bit of nervousness and kind of like, okay, I'm holding on to you because, not that I would faint or anything, but just to be like, okay, he's up here. I mean, he was probably more nervous than I was because he didn't really know anybody other than my folks and his mom and everything. Oh, and that was fun. His mom is a blast. She was just so much fun to hang out with and stuff. We went back to Salisbury House. It was actually kind of funny because I've been to Salisbury House with Amanda. I've been to Salisbury House with Keith, and then we went back with the two of them and Anne. So, and this time we got to take an actual tour with somebody, leading us around and telling us different things that we didn't know. And we actually got to see their library, which, that part in Beauty and the Beast where Belle walks into the library and she's just like, yeah, it was like that. It wasn't quite as big as that library, but at the same time, it was just like, because it was one of the rooms that was kept off, that was kept locked usually. So, if you just go through a tour by yourself, you don't know it's there. But, yeah, you go in, and the lady who was leading us around, she brought us in, and I could see why they keep it locked because there's a lot of books in there that are probably priceless, probably very much antiques, very much, you know, and so. But that was a lot of fun. We got to walk around and do all that stuff, and yeah, so. And again, I feel kind of bad because we didn't really do a whole awful lot. It wasn't really like, oh, okay, you know, we're going to do this. It wasn't like we're going out of town or anything like that. Although we did with Riverside, but that the the once the hardest part was getting there. The longest part was getting there. Um, because once we got there, it was just like, I mean, we were able to find the museum no problem, and we walked through that. That only took like a few minutes. And then we went a little bit farther into town, and they have like they have a monument behind behind a hair salon that's supposed to be the actual spot. You know, who knows what it'll be in 20 whatever, but it was still pretty cool because we got to, cause you can't really see it from the street, but yeah, so we parked down kind of the main stretch, and we got out, and then we were like, because I remembered seeing from the website like the picture, and because I have a picture of the plaque and everything, and so I was like, I think it's back here, and it's this little yellow building that looks kind of like a house, but it's this little yellow building that's like a hair salon and stuff. And so we snuck around back there, and then I saw that there were stepping stones. And so I was like, oh, this is probably it. So we went back there, and sure enough, there was the monument and everything, and it was pretty cool. It was just like, oh, that's neat. So we took a lot of pictures and everything, and then we got in the car and drove back, and it was pretty nice because Keith had on his tablet or on his phone a lot of songs from like musicals, and again, it was stuff that I'd never heard before, like Jesus Christ Superstar. Oh gosh, what was the other? There were a few of them that I hadn't heard of before, and so it was just really nice because he turned on his phone and turned it up, and we just drove back to Des Moines, Urbandale, basically, with yeah, just listening to music, and we sing along with some of the songs that we did know and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. I really, I really had fun. I really enjoyed myself, and it was so nice to have him here. I even took him to work a couple of times. Took him into Walgreens on a night shift, where there was only two people there, and then took him back a few days later because we needed like snacks and stuff, and so we did that, and that was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, I'm really happy and pleased with the way things turned out, and now I just need to I have a feeling that I need to call back down to where the marriage certificate gets, because again, I haven't heard anything about you know how long it's going to take to process, if they're going to if they're going to mail me a copy, do I need to go back down and pick it up, all that stuff. So I have a feeling I'm going to need to call them and find out what I need to do, because I need that marriage certificate, because I need to start changing my name on all the official things like my passport and my driver's license and all that stuff. So, but yeah, so I just wanted to catch up with you guys really quick, let you know I'm still around, and that hopefully I'll be able to post more uh, here fairly soon. Not really sure when yet, but again, just kind of depends on time and all that. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.